Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How is your day today? It's Friday here in Fairmont, West Virginia. It was a very beautiful day. I got to wake up and ride my motorcycle to work and ride my motorcycle home from work and went for a little ride with my friend. And it's now kind of late. I'm kind of settling in and I've been doing various other bits and bobs throughout the evening, like cleaning. Seems like that's been a theme for me lately, so that's good. But, you know, how has your Friday been? Let me know. Seriously, for reals. Guess what? I'm getting really close to releasing the letter kits. And I have, let me see if I can show you an example here. What do I have here? I have A. What I've been doing was, a lot of the letters that I had originally designed, like this B, for instance, I kind of cut this off arbitrarily because I didn't want to draw the rest of this B out. It's kind of hard to explain how I made these, but the point is that when I cut these, they didn't turn out quite the way I had expected. And so I wasn't going to release this set of letters because I don't like the way that these turned out. So this is the A, and this is the top of an A. This is the bottom of an A. And if you look, when they overlap, there's just very, very little overlap space there. Just a tiny little bit of overlap. And what that means is, in those corners, the router bit left a little bit of a little thing, and I had to use a chisel. And this is just not the correct way to do this. And so I had a little bit of a think about it, put a little effort into the templates, and what I've come up with is templates or 1 and 2. And the other thing was, these are just in a box, and you kind of have to find the halves of the letters. And if you don't really know what you're looking at, it's kind of confusing. So the other thing that I did was, when I upgraded these, there's now little indents, A1 and A2, for instance, show up. So you'll know when you look in the box, oh, this is A1, this is A2. I know what goes together to make a letter, and I'm done. So what I have done this time is, as you can see, the design is completely different. Now you're going to cut the entire top of the A, and then this little piece will lay over just to cut that little center section out. So really you're going to do this whole outside point and then put this piece in and go zip, and you're done. And like a B, for instance, whereas this B was cut really kind of short, this time you'll just cut this part of the B, and then there'll be a piece, which is printing right now actually. There'll be a piece that does this, but it comes all the way over to this edge. So that's the plan, at least. And I have all the letters are drawn. Is that factually accurate? I think so. I think I have all the letter templates drawn. I have about half of them modeled, which means I draw this as a flat sketch. So I draw this as just a shape that I can move, that I can widen and shorten based on the width of the lettering. And then I draw this centerpiece. And maybe someday I'll do a video on that. But I draw this shape flat. Then I bring it into my 3D modeling software. I bring that shape out to the thickness that it is. Then I put a small chamfer on the bottom corner here, and that's just so that these snap together really easily. I didn't do that on my first like S or something, and so it leaves this little bit of a bump down here that's really annoying to work with. So I got rid of that that little bump, and then I put these letters on the top so that you know what you've got, and that's it. And I'm really close. So I'm going to finish modeling these up hopefully soon. Hopefully, you know, by the end of next week, I'll have all the modeling done. And once that's complete, I think I will release this set of letters on Thingiverse. Now, and then today I realized I didn't do any punctuation or numbers. So maybe I should do some punctuation and numbers. I don't know for sure. For right now, I'm going to release the letters as letters and then go back and do numbers and punctuation as a different set, I think. But yeah. That's what I've been up to. And I think I have a project figured out that I need to create that will be an on-the-fly 2x4 project. And I know that you have expressed a lot of interest in seeing me do those sorts of things, and I have a cameraman now. Well, I don't have a cameraman. I have a camera person who's willing to operate the camera for me as an experiment, but I didn't hire anybody, or I just have a friend who's willing to help, and so whenever we can get together, we'll do that and see how that turns out, and if we like that video style, then maybe I'll do more of them. I'm not sure, but I'm basically, I have a big stack of lumber directly behind the camera that is taking up a large portion of this wall, and it needs to go away because I'm going to be working on a bike soon here in the garage. Probably do videos on that. And I have lumber storage in the adjacent room here, so I'm just going to build a cart bigger than this. There's a cart here, but I'm going to build a bigger one to move into there with all of that stuff on it, so that I can free that space up from in the workshop and actually use it as workshop space. So that's a plan. We'll see how that works, and whether I can work with somebody with a camera or whether I have to shoot it all myself is yet to be seen. But we'll play with it and find out what we like and go from there. So thank you for the suggestion, because I'm really actually kind of excited about trying a new way of shooting these videos. And if I can get somebody to help me with the camera often enough, I'll keep doing them. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But that's all I have for today. Today was the last day of school for my kids here in Fairmont, West Virginia. Some of the counties had ended up last week. We went until today. So it is officially summer for them. And by the way, Sunday is Father's Day. So if you have a father, call him and just talk to him. You don't have to say I love you or anything weird like that. Just say, just let Dad know that you're thinking of Dad, because that's important. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Be my bestest friends. I'll see you on Monday.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from education.jlab.org. Is water a compound or an element? Water is a compound because the atoms that make water are not all the same. Some are oxygen and some are hydrogen. Oxygen in the atmosphere is a molecule because it's made from 2 atoms of oxygen. It is not a compound because it's made from atoms of only one element, oxygen.